it hard on my own? Why am I not like her? A bit more soul. Why must the curtains come down? Soften now. Why is it hard on my own? Why is it hard on my own? Why am I not like her? A bit more soul. Why must the curtains come down? Softness now. In the end, I wish to be someone better to help me with this comparison. Calming misty, mysterious. Why am I not like her? Why is it hard on my own? Why am I not like her? A bit more soul. Why must the curtains come down? Softness now. Why am I not like her? Softness in the end. I wish to be something special. In the end, I wish to be so much better. In the end, I wish to be me.
Thanks, we're just gonna, if this is fine with you, it's really late here. It's like, it's 1:35. Do you think we can just pull into this terminal here real quick and shut the plane off?
Yeah, definitely 150 each in, cross the runway, and then taxi via Bravo Kilo to Terminal B.
Thank you, Ever. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please leave the exit seat responsibility in the safety card in the seat back in front of you. Please make sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know. Now's the time to get out any last minute text messages, but we ask that once the department is put away any laptop or tablet. And welcome aboard.
And hello fellow aviators, VATSIM here. Welcome to this flight tonight between Los Angeles International and Sacramento, California. Continuing on to San Francisco International. For further ado, let's head on into the cockpit just a few minutes prior to our scheduled departure. So we'll go ahead and finish up our pre-flight activities here. You saw me get out there and do some of the pre-flighting on the exterior, and also getting the aircraft fired up electrically, making sure we were good to go. Let's go ahead and tune in and get the ATIS here in Los Angeles, and then from there we'll get our clearance. And it sounds like we're not going to be picking it up traditionally, so I'll click it here and we should be able to go into the message console and check it out. So it looks like information Kilo is current here in Los Angeles right now. So it's 05530, so almost an hour ago. Winds were 240 at 3, 10 miles clear. Temperature at 12, dew point 9, 9 or 4 on the altimeters now. And they are departing on runways 2425. And that is good to know. So we'll go ahead and put 29 and 9 or 4 in the altimeters, and we'll call up and get our clearance now. Looks like it is just let's see, 12175 I believe is the ground frequency for south ground. There we go. Let's double check it right here. And next pilot nearby ATC, and well, now it's 12165. So Los Angeles ground, United 1956, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Sacramento with Kilo.
United 1956, like on standby, we're doing a controller change.
Alright, we have a controller change. Alright, we'll go ahead and start doing some of the captain's checks while we're waiting on the controller change to complete. We'll check do the CVR test really quickly. Should hear a tone. There we go. That's good. We'll go ahead and fire up the APU since we'll be heading out of here in just a few more minutes. Make sure we get the seatbelt signs on, all of that. Get the indicator lights to dim.
Control aircraft runway frequency, contact Los Angeles Center 125.8 for further request. Los Angeles ground is now closed. Good night.
125.8. So we'll switch on over to 1258.
United 481, climb maintain, follow 380.
We'll go ahead and finish my flow, and then we'll do that.
Speed, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Presentation's auto 32 feet at set.
Southwest 1026, cross Dodger at 6000, cleared for the RNAV Zulu, runway 24 right
Oxygen
approach.
pressure's good. Hydraulics are in the green. Have at least 17 quarts of oil. We're all good in that regard.
Dodger 6000, reduce speed to 200.
Do the battery charger check. Turn those off. Check right here on the electrical page. Turn it back on.
200 knots.
Yeah, the chargers are working good.
Clear burnout 25 left approach.
All the fuel pumps on. Check the engine fire.
Los Angeles Center, good evening. Munich OS 407, stand 100
AP
Los
fire
Angeles,
test.
clearance with information kilo.
And engine 2
Eurowings
test.
407, expect PDC, information kilo.
Alright.
Expected PDC, Munich OS 407.
Come down the right side of the panel here. Get the
November 265,
cargo
Tango
up
Bravo,
into the
holding short
center
of runway
here.
29er.
Check the cargo smoke.
Frontier flight 2162, I do need to take you a bit further.
As soon
Maintain
as off,
8,000.
I'll release the switch, and then it should come back on again one more time.
8,000 over to 350.
There it goes.
We're flying the approach wrong. That's fine. As you continue that, you're actually going down the correct route, by the way.
Alright, I'm going to get our clearance, and then we'll continue with the rest of this.
Descend, maintain 5,000. Join the runway 26 left, low plaza, call field site.
November 265, Tango Bravo, does anybody read me?
Tango Bravo, I hit radio loud and clear, but I'm a little busy, sorry about that. American 1290, descend and maintain 5,000, join the runway 26 left, low plaza,
He's
call
pretty
field
busy
site.
right now.
Alright, we got the field in sight, descend maintain 5,000 on the localizer, American 1290.
American 1290, cleared, vision approach, runway 26 left.
Alright, we'll go ahead and start programming what we do have.
Alright, cleared approach, 26 left, American 1290.
Never deployed 2162, American 737 off to the left side about 10 o'clock at 4 miles, you have in sight?
Full device inside 2162, I believe I see him on TCAS.
Okay, follow that traffic, maintain visual separation from the American 737, cleared visual approach number 26 left.
I follow that traffic, cleared visual 26 left.
Check jet 312, descend with the Lucky 1 arrival, landing number 27. Descend Lucky 1, 27, exact check 312. Southwest 5046, wind is calm, runway 27, clear to land. Clear to land, runway 27, Southwest 5046. Number 265, Tango Bravo, what are your questions?
We're just going to be doing some touch and goes here.
Alright, make left traffic, runway 29, runway 29, clear for takeoff, the San Luis Obispo, altimeter 3003, wind 31014.
Great, for takeoff to 65, Tango Bravo.
American 9705, contact center 132.2.
132.2, American 9705, see ya.
Center Cebu 942, maintaining flight level 120.
Cebu 942, descend and maintain 8,000, expect runway 25 left.
Send 8,000, expect 25 left, Cebu 942.
Alright, we're getting the V-speeds in here. Sounds like we'll be able to get a word in any second. He's pretty busy over on center right now.
What's the clear is 26 left, line
always
75.
have the V-speeds and such on the FO's mech do, but we'll verify with the controller that
South 5981, contact Oakland Center 132.2, request that with him.
these are that we're going to be cleared as filed. Alright, I'm going to call him up.
Southwest 5981, Oakland Center now 1322 in contact and give him that request. Southwest 2342, cross Dodger 6000, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 24 right approach.
Cross Dodger 6000, clear for the RMP, Zulu approach for 24 right for Southwest 2242.
Set.
Good evening, Southwest 1468, Federal 390. Southwest 5981, contact Oakland Center 132.2, request that with him.
San Diego Center 1956, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Sacramento.
956 with PDC, information kilo.
Roger, 9956. Alright, we're going to get a PDC. Excellent.
Okay, that's 655, please. A little further out. Turn right heading 220, descend and maintain 3,500.
So we'll just hang out here and wait for our PDC, and then we'll get underway. I'll play a little music while we wait. We'll listen to some
Air Canada,
songs from my reggae stream really quickly. So here we go.
Turn right 220. I think you're just a little off that course now. Turn right 220, descend and maintain 3,500.
20, maintain 3,500. 3,500.
7942, reduce speed to 200. 775, descend and maintain 4,200, line 775. 775, Golden Field site coming up at 2 o'clock at about, what is it, about 26 miles.
We'll call the field site, line 775.
Down 1026, runway 24 right to land.
Air Center, Delta 698 is ready to copy clearance to San Jose Flight.
Alright, thanks flight attendant listeners. They are ready for pushback when we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight
From the left downward for runway 29.
Our flight time is roughly 1 hour, 40 minutes. Now that the
Delta 5698 information, Kilo and PDC
your
sent.
large devices are now shut down and
Lieutenant, you're better really trying to make that turn because I do have no traffic. Okay, maintain your current heading and maintain 6,000.
cabin crew to your doors for departure.
Air Canada 355.
Downwards are simulated pros here, so I don't know if I'll be able to stage. We'll see.
Alright, looks like we're still waiting on our PDC here really quickly.
Traffic. Let's see, turn right, continue right turn now on a heading of 120, please.
Everett 65 Tango Bravo, we're just going to go ahead and land. I don't know how much longer I could have extended my downwind.
Tango Bravo, runway 29, clear land.
Clear to land, 265 Tango Bravo.
Right, control 90, clear land, 26 left.
American 1290 going around.
26 left, clear land.
If that landing clearance was for Frontier 2162, we didn't hear you were blocked.
Frontier Flight 2162, wind is calm, runway 26 left, clear land.
26 left, clear land, Frontier 2162. Center, line 775, have the field site.
Ground 775, cleared visual approach, runway 26 left.
Clear the biz, 26 left, line 775.
Edward 942, descend and maintain 2,000.
Maintain 2,000.
Sabu 942, turn left heading 230, join the runway 25 left, low flag zone.
230, down 25 left.
American 1290, sorry for that late transmission. Turn left heading 070, left 070, climb and maintain. American 1290.
You cut out there on the last part. Climb and maintain what altitude?
American 1290, turn left on heading now of 080, climb maintain 5,000.
You said 5,000?
Yes, sir.
Alright, 080, left, heading 080, 5,000 on the altitude, American 1290.
Air Canada 355, turn right heading 250.
Go right 250, 355.
That was 1026, welcome Los Angeles, cross number 24 left and turn left Echo, taxi stand 15.
Cross 2 for left, Echo, and stand 15, Southwest 1026, thanks. Emergency 65, Tango Bravo, taxi back to gate, thank you, have a good night.
Okay.
Alright. Well, there we go. Now we have our pre-departure clearance. So let's pull that up in the X-Pilot app here in the message console. And check it out. So squawk beacon code is 7167. So we'll go ahead and put that in. We'll clear all these out, and it's 7167.
LA Center, good evening.
And flight level 380 departure. out of LAX, arrival Sacramento, Lady J4 Castro, Nure, Suitor 3.
1701.
Climb via the SID accepts. The SID expect flight level 380 to miss departure. Departure frequency is 125.8, which we're already on. Departure on runway 25 right.
We're going, sorry.
And contact 1258 with Kilo for taxi. Okay, great. So we can push back at our discretion.
Yeah, 155
And we're going up to 8,000 feet initially onto the departure. Alright, it's all set. Let's go ahead and get everybody clear on the outside here. We'll go ahead and close up the door. Remove the external power. There we go.
Call for taxi.
And remove the jet bridge. Perfect. So that should help. We should be good to go now.
6,000 and maintain coordinating.
There goes the jet bridge. I will brief up the approach really quickly. Make sure that, or not the approach, but brief up do the departure briefing for our flight really quickly. Pull up Avatab also so we can have all the information that we need for this flight this evening. So, first aircraft details, this is flight 1956, Los Angeles to Sacramento. Aircraft weights and fuel are showing, go back one more page here. Takeoff weight's 139,655 pounds, that's 63,350 kilograms, which we do have set in a net B right here. See 63.2.
220 down to 2,500. We weren't sure if we were going to be vector or if we wanted us to make the place.
And fuel wise, looking at plane gauge fuel of 11,147 pounds. That equates to 5,060 kilograms. We're showing 5,100 kilograms on board. Mid fuel for takeoff will be 4,860 kilograms. So plenty of fuel on board at the moment. And for the ATIS, we looked at that earlier, 2994 on the altimeters here.
You're on final approach course. I'd recommend a go around.
And let's see.
Captain 2342.
Forecast is calling for VMC conditions all night. Right, light winds, variable at 3 knots, plus 6 miles, clear skies. Sacramento is calling for winds 330 at 10, plus 6 miles, broken 25,000. So VMC conditions. NOTAM wise, look through it all. There's nothing that should affect us this evening. Los Angeles, obviously, the Class Bravo has a lot of notices to airmen, but nothing that should affect us. And same in Sacramento. Nothing that should affect us unless we do that RNAV approach to 35 right there.
25 left.
For the taxi out route,
35 left, 355.
we're right here at gate 71 Bravo, so we'll plan to push back tail to the north, Charlie 7 outbound, and then a left turn on Bravo all the way down to Bravo 1 for full length 25 right.
American 1290. American 1290.
Lap 25 right, looking for a heading of 251, and if we, for our rejected takeoff criteria below 80 knots, we reject for a variety of reasons. Above 80 knots, only for an engine or aircraft fire, or the inability of the aircraft to get or stay airborne. Takeoff flap setting will be at 1. Speeds will be set at 132, 134, 138. And flaps 1 is in there, which is perfect, just as planned. And for our clearance, we're squawking 7167. And it's as filed, which is the, let me pull up our filed route here. I go back quite a few pages. The Lady J4, Castro direct Nure, and the Suitor 3. So pull that up. Alright, so on the Lady J4, maintain at or below 250 knots unless otherwise directed by Air traffic control. 25 right, climb heading 251.
Delta 1024.
640, then climb direct across Docker at or below 3000. Then on a 252 track
942, turn left, turn 070.
to cross Evos at or below 5000. Then on a 252 track to McGee.
0070.
Then on a 319 track to cross Malibu at or above 7000. Lady J at or above 8 or at 8000.
Listen out for your call sign, listen out for the instructions.
Top altitude
if I'm
8000
speaking
is
too
set.
quickly, let me know.
Then we have
2342, cleared ILS
Rugby,
for right approach.
Oros,
Looking for the ILS 2 for right approach for Southwest
Pedro,
2042.
Castro.
Southwest 1468, descend to Comics 2 arrival,
And
landing
then
runway
on
27.
the arrival,
Descend via Comics 2 Southwest 1468.
Set jet 12.
it's Nure, Turlock at or above flight level
Say
290.
again, sir, you were stepped on, executive 12.
Cedar at 208 knots
Sorry about
between
that.
flight level 260 and 240.
approach.
Fools at or below 210.
You were
Glad
stepped on
at
one
or
more time.
below
Give it
flight
one
level
more time, sir.
190. PNN between
Yeah, don't
flight
need
level
me else,
190 and
but
12,000 at
descend,
280
Lucky
knots.
one, expecting
Minor
RNAV,
at
Yankee,
240
runway
knots
27
at or above
approach.
9,000.
Lucky one, RNAV, Yankee, 27
Then,
approach. In San Diego for executive 312. Thank you, sir.
Alright, let's get next here.
Turn right
A lot
at
of fixes to
080,
check.
expect the ILS runway 26 left approach.
Flipping
080
at 210 knots at about 3,400, and then they approached at 35 right. Showing a distance of 341 nautical miles in the Mach 2, and our flight plan distance was 341 nautical miles. So it all matches up perfectly tonight. The transition altitude is flight 180, departures 1258. Only terrain and obstacles are the mountains to these. That's all we have. Let's go ahead and do our before start check.
2342, the wind
Last
is
little items here.
2503, number 24 right, clear land.
Alright, departure briefing is complete. FMC's radios, program set, verified. ADIRS, nav aligned. Route system set. Fuel panel, 6 pumps on, autocross flow, autocross feed closed. Fuel quantity, 5,080 kilograms. Cleared. Cross check. Cabin signs on, hydraulic quantity normal. Oil quantity normal, oxygen check complete.
55 left, good
Actually, I need
land.
to do that really quickly. Hold up, stand by.
Delta 688 is ready for taxi.
There we go, got the oxygen check complete. Auto brakes, RTO. Altimeter is 29904.
Delta 5688,
Set.
runway 25 right, taxi full length via
Parking
Bravo.
brake set.
Via
Pressure
Bravo,
normal.
Delta 6698.
The gross weight is checked.
Gearwings
Full speed
407
bugs,
heavy,
V1 132, VR 134, V2 138.
25 right.
Set engine master switches
25 right.
off. Trims 00 and it'll be up
Gearwings
0.6
407,
after
runway
pushback.
24 left, taxi
Set
via Kilo
doors closed.
Universe 107,
Nav beacon lights on,
left,
cabin
via
preparation
Kilo
complete.
Echo.
ACARS is
American 53,
initialized. Before start check complete. Let me go ahead and close the door.
Runway 26 right,
I
taxi
think
via
so. We're
Bravo.
ready to go.
Taxi via Bravo, American 1532.
And we're ready to push.
Lindy at 5,000, cleared RNAV
We'll
Yankee
call out
27
the
approach.
push scoop.
Lindy 5,000, RNAV Yankee 27 approach, executive 312.
Universe 407, just for confirmation, you want us on 24 left, we are
Alright.
facing south, but you gave us 25 right.
Yep, so that's what I was trying to clarify. Runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo.
So we should be ready to
25
roll
right,
as
taxi via
soon as
Bravo, Universe
the
407.
tug gets out here.
Tower Cebu 942, heading 070, maintaining 5,000 feet.
794, yes sir, I don't need position reports, just I'll get back to you, okay?
Sorry for that, Cebu 942.
They're still pretty busy for this late at night at Los Angeles Center.
Alaska 1969, Oakland's gone offline, radar says it's generally free check, good day.
Unicom, Alaska 969, good day, thanks for 7.
At 41, Oakland's gone offline, radar says it's generally free check, good day.
And it looks like they're about to.
Okay.
There they go.
All doors and hatches are
At
closed.
41,
Ready to connect.
United 481.
continue on Unicom now, Oakland's offline, bye-bye.
Unicom, United 481, thank you so much for ATC connect.
Copa 383, Mazatlan's offline, radar says the terminate, fix straight, good evening.
Unicom for Copa 383, thanks for service. See ya.
Cebu 942, descend and maintain 3,500.
Descend and
American 1290, turn right at
Yeah, let's run
180.
off our any skid nose wheel steering for the pushback.
180 American 1290.
Flight Flight 2162, turn left heading 060.
2162.
Jetman 350 will be visual approach runway 26 left.
Alright, brakes released, clear to push, tail north.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Roger. Alright, we'll start 1 and then 2.
It automatically
Here we
switched
go.
to Unicom, which is why if you were contacting us, we couldn't hear you.
Jetman 350, okay, no problem. And expect visual approach runway 26
And
left.
2. Let's take a look out the window here at the engine.
County 1820 heavy, yield to accept the RNAV Yankee, correction, RNAV Zulu, runway 25 right approach, 25 left approach, sorry.
Direct your attention to the front of the
Yeah, sure, we'll take it.
demonstration.
Okay, expect that
When the
approach.
seatbelt light is on, please make sure
I'll
your
expect
seatbelt is fastened
RNAV
low and tight across the
Yankee
front.
for 25
Fasten
left,
and insert the
Connie
metal
220.
fittings into one another.
Negative, RNAV
Tighten by
RC
pulling on the
Zulu,
loose end
runway
of the
25 left approach.
To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the bar.
Connie 220.
In the event that the seatbelt light is
7342,
not on,
cross runway 24 left, turn left on Echo, and taxi to stand 11.
Please take a few moments to now locate
Make sure I have a transponder on for pushback here. There we go.
Southwest
In case
2426.
of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you through. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an
32, runway
oxygen
26 right,
mask will drop right in front of you.
Alright, good start on, well, let's start number 2.
Place it firmly over your
American
mouth.
1290, turn right
Relax
heading
the
260.
stand behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally.
American 1290, turn right heading 270.
270 American 1290.
And there she goes.
Turn left heading 260.
260
American 1290, further right, turn heading 290, intercept the runway 26 left localizer.
When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and
Operation
release the
complete.
deck.
Go ahead and
290 and looking for the localizer, American 1290.
Alright, brake set.
Pull firmly on the right
Clear
corner.
disconnect.
312, wind come, runway 27 clear land.
Blow into the mouth.
27 clear land, exact 312. Times 1468, expect the RNAV Zulu, runway 27 approach.
Expect RNAV Zulu, runway 27, southwest 1468.
577, contact and parking.
Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in
Alexander
full
Jetman
upright
350,
position.
can we get the local altimeter for Las Vegas?
Alright,
Las Vegas,
let's
altimeter
start.
2978, wind count.
Clear disconnect, clear off heads, I think for the great push.
All of this information and
American
more
1290, descend and maintain 4,000, clear down, runway 26 left
Let's get
approach.
our trim set here.
4,000 cleared approach. American
0.6, there we go.
Front to flight 2162, further left turn on a heading.
Yeah, just wait on the anti-skid until after they're disconnected. We'll get the APU off.
301, southwest left,
has
Front
2162.
been
to
removed.
flight
Cancel the left.
2162, descend and maintain 5,000.
Alright, thank you. Have a good night.
American 1290, the field is currently at your 11 o'clock at 13 miles here on site.
Field inside, American 1290.
American 1290, cleared visual approach runway 26 left.
Alright,
Flight 2162,
there's our salute.
field
We're
is-
good to go.
When you join the low clouds, call the field site, please.
Turn the dome light off, flaps on,
Try to flight 2162,
steering
cleared visual
back
approach runway
on,
26
and
left.
here we go.
Traffic is an American 737, about 6 miles of trail ahead of you there.
Clear visual 26 left, and we have the traffic in sight,
Well,
2162.
let's check the brakes really quickly. The brake pressure went down, and brakes are working. Good, here we go.
Maintain visual separation.
Alright, factual check.
Contact 5,000, climb maintain
Full
5320.
forward, neutral. Full left,
Climb 18230,
neutral. Full right, neutral. Full left,
320.
neutral. Do a rotor check. Hit the button on the top of the tiller wheel here in the Flight Factor A320, and it'll let you
Left 20.
just check the rudder. So excellent. Everything looked good there.
Cross runway 25 right, contact.
Alright.
Just continue to
Let's
taxi.
continue our taxi up here, and we'll contact
That's the Via Bravo.
center/grounds for this evening.
Los Angeles information, Lima's current, wind 0404, altimeter 299.3.
Los Angeles Center, United 1956, ready to taxi at Charlie 7 with Lima.
Please note the cabin light
United
is for departure and landing.
1956, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo.
Flight 25 right, taxi via Bravo, United 1956.
Cebu 942, you went the wrong way.
25 right, and we'll taxi via Bravo, which is a left
Sir, I got 280.
turn
Approach
on.
will be provided.
The other way, sir.
Simultaneous visual approaches to all runways are in progress. Parallel approaches in progress between Los Angeles and Hawthorne airports. Simultaneous
Second left turn.
departures in progress runways 24 and 25.
Clear left.
North is to airmen. Annex system in use. Activate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways.
November
Pre-twinkle runway hold short
I
instructions.
believe I have the
Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
descent and change to Unicom.
1023, yes sir, you can change to advisory frequency score for your
Los Angeles International Airport, native information Lima 0653 Zulu. West 030 and 4. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 12. 2.9er. Altimeter 299er3. Simultaneous instrument approaches in progress runways 24 right and 25 left.
90 wind count.
Vector for visual approach will be provided.
Fighter land 26 left, American 12
Simultaneous visual approaches to all runways are in progress.
Discount, runway 26 left, good land.
Good land, 26 left, 2162.
Alright,
698 is ready to go.
let's go do a quick takeoff briefing.
Delta 5698, RNAV.
We full rated, took a thrust 91.8, and we flaps 1.
Who's looking for turns?
Speeds are set at 132, 134, 138.
Southwest. Southwest 834.
We went up to 8,000 feet initially on the AJ4 departure out to Docker. Let me verify that on the plate really quickly, off at 25 right. So 25 right heading 251 and Docker 25 right going to Docker at below 3,000. And that is what we're showing on the
NOA Center, Southwest
there, so
1510.
excellent. It's all set.
Sacramento as well.
Got some G10, expect PDC 8 is Lima.
Yeah, well, trap thing to make sure we do not exceed 250 knots until advised by air traffic control.
Cebu 942,
Let's go ahead and finish our check here. Cabin said that they were ready, so go ahead and mark them ready.
And Mike Uniform Charlie 407 Heavy, what is your call sign again? Is it Eurowings?
Negative, it's Munich Airways.
Munich Airways 407 Heavy, runway 25 right, land wait.
Looks like we still have a few people out here flying this late night at Los Angeles International. Very cool.
On the current heading, join the runway 25 left localizer.
What's really cool about these A320s, especially this Flight Factor A320, I mean, I'm at idle thrust and picking up speed, so I guess we are a little bit light.
Cross Cloman at 6,000, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 27 approach.
Look at that beautiful 747 taking off. Let's get a view from the back of
Cross
it.
Cloman at 6,000,
That is cool.
Zulu, runway 27 approach.
Cross Coleman at 6,000, clear on Zulu, runway 27.
Let's do our before takeoff check. Flaps.
American 1290, cross runway 26 right,
1,
turn right, Bravo.
F planned, indicating green light, detent.
Cross your runway 26 right.
Control check
right,
complete,
Bravo.
FCU, manage speed, nav. Engine anti-ice is off, engine mode selector normal. Trim weight, speeds check set, FMC's radios program set for departure. Egypt was radar, train on the left, radar on the right. Turn the radar on really
Radar
quickly.
contacts, altitude.
Passing 1,000.
Thrust is
698, we had a contact
91.8
1000,
Toga.
588, followed
Takeoff
340.
configuration normal, ECAM status check is complete.
698, thank you.
Medicare
Cabin notification complete, transponder.
Road 25 right, clear for takeoff.
TARA. Takeoff memo green, landing strobe light standing by.
Clear for takeoff, Delta Alpha.
And maybe he'll give us our line-up weight clearance here shortly. We'll have to wait and see. That's a cool looking plane too.
Cebu 942, wind is 0404, runway 25 left, clear land.
Clear to line. Cebu 942.
County 1820 heavy, cross Dodger at 6,000, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 25 left approach.
And we were park it right here for the moment. See if that aircraft is out of the way. They're taking off now. Good. And I'll let him get in the air before we call.
County 1820 heavy.
1820, go ahead.
Cross Dodger at 6,000, cleared for the RNAV Zulu runway 25 left approach.
Cross Dodger at 6,000 and cleared for the RNAV Zulu 25 left approach on 1820.
United 1956, runway 25 right, line up and wait.
Lap wait, runway 25 right, United 1956. Alright,
Indigo
25 right, it's on the sign, here we go.
Indigo 407, climbing to 2,400.
Indigo 407, radar contact 2,500, climb maintain 5350.
Climb maintain 350, Indigo 407.
Santos 24-8, expect the RNAV runway 2 left approach.
And final looks clear, someone way out there. Maybe they're on 25 left, not sure.
Sorry, go for Santos 24 clearly.
Approaching
Roger,
25 right.
Runway 2 left approach.
I would expect RNAV 2 left. Is that Yankee?
And here we go, on to 25 right.
One sec.
What a cool view.
And Southwest 24-8, can you accept the Zulu?
On runway 25 right.
Alright,
Okay, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 2 left approach from waypoint Minot.
we'll stop
I
right
don't
here.
expect that from Minna. American 10 City.
Frontier 2162, cross runway 26 right, turn right, Bravo, taxi to parking.
Alright, cross Bravo parking, thank you. LA Center Southwest 989, we're with you. 5 miles to the north of BD, flight level 310.
That's 989, good evening, Squawk 7172.
There's somebody coming in on the left side.
989.
American 1532, the simulator is limiting flight level 320 at 300. So can
American 1532, maintain flight 300.
flight level 300, thank you.
United 1956, on after Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, caution.
RNAV Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, United 1956. Alright, RNAV Docker's verified, 25 right,
On
verified.
runway
Here we go.
25 right. On runway 25 right.
And set thrust.
American 1060, Squawk 7146.
Alright, Manitoga, SRS, nav, auto throttle is armed. And airspeed's alive, 90 knots. V1, rotate. How's the rate? You're up.
For fully with backtrack runway 25 left.
Super 942, cross runway 25 right, taxi to parking.
Too low, terrain.
Disregard.
Why are you going back
Ups
with
up.
Super 942, sir?
Autopilot on.
Super 942, cross runway 25 right, taxi to parking.
And set climb thrust.
Cross 25 right, taxi to parking.
Climb thrust is set.
Jet
Half takeoff check.
350, the airport is currently at your, at 10 o'clock at 5 miles, call field site.
Landing gear lever up, flaps up, engine anti-ice off, cam memo checked, altimeter,
Subs 989, near
standing
radar
by.
contact, flight level 310, descend via the cocktail 1 arrival, expect the RNAV runway 26 left approach, RNAV's RNP.
Descend via the cocktail 1 arrival, and we'll take the RNAV Zulu 26 left.
United 1956, radar contact 3 down 7 right, climb maintain flight 380.
maintain flight tree 80, United 1956.
That was 24A cross Minnow at 3000, clear for the RNAV.
Flight 380 set.
Runway 2 left approach.
Alright, so we're getting out of here pretty quickly tonight.
At 3000 and clear for the ILS.
It's not as busy.
Runway 02 left for Southwest Airports, right?
Southwest 1468, wind calm, runway 27, clear land.
Clear land 27, Southwest
And we'll do a quick
1468.
flyby, so watch your ears. Here we go.
American 1060, radar contact, part of a 360, descend with the Lucky 1 arrival, landing runway 27.
Descend via Lucky 1, American 1060.
And the altimeter 2997.
Got it, thanks. 1060.
350, wind calm, runway 26 left, clear land. Correction, wind 35017, gusting 27, runway 26 left, clear land. Sorry, it just changed.
Yeah, we should be leveling off soon, so we have to cross Lady J at 8,000 feet.
Hold up 1 second.
Up our,
Well, I don't have the other traffic. I don't want to.
we also have to maintain 250 knots until advised by air traffic control.
Visual approach, you're clear land.
Roger that.
Taxiway Bravo.
So that'll likely become a factor after Lady J.
Taxi parking, 742.
Take a look out the back really quickly. Come back toward LA behind us, off the right wing. And look, sounds like we're getting a little bit of turbulence back here now.
That was 989. Can we delete the speed?
99, yep. You can delete the speed restrictions.
Delete the speed, cells 99, thank you.
American 1532, just advise flight level 300.
Alright, Malibu, looking at 4,500 kilograms. We were planning maybe about 5,200 kilograms. So maybe a little low.
956, radar contact 8,000, climb maintain 5380.
I'm maintaining flight 380, United 1956. Alright, I guess he wants us to disregard the altitudes here on the arrival. Or the departure actually, it's not an arrival. Sorry, it's going to be a pretty late night here where I am.
LA Center, good evening, FedEx 1221 Heavy 290 southwest of the Avenal VR. FedEx 1221 Heavy, squawk 7164.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn on
And Center United 1956, did you need the speeds on the departure?
Also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with on-board
FedEx
Wi-Fi.
1221 Heavy, radar contact, flight number 290, December the Iron Man 2 arrival, landing number 25 left, information Lima.
In-flight TV thanks to our partners.
Arrival, December the Iron Man 2 arrival, FedEx 1221.
Access our wide range of free live TV.
Clear runway 27, southwest 1468. South 1468, stand 8 via Bravo.
Taxi stand via Bravo, Southwest 1468, good night.
Well, Center United 1956, request normal speed.
United 956, delete all speed restrictions.
Roger, United 1956, thanks. Alright, let's speed up. Get these passengers on to Sacramento.
We're at the weather, it's gotten strong out of the north. Any chance we can fly the one left transition?
South 989, expect the RNAV, Zulu runway 1 left approach.
Okay, one left, fly one left transition.
Connie 1820 heavy, runway 25 left inland.
Let's see what's going on up ahead on VATSIM. This is something that's always nice in the Flight Factor aircraft, is you can browse the internet while you're flying.
Request to delete the speed restrictions on the arrival. Okay, 1221, we delete all speed restrictions. Alright, thanks. FedEx Alpha.
Yeah, yep, looks like Oakland Center is offline at the moment. Still a lot of aircraft in the area, especially up in San Francisco. So we'll keep that in mind as we fly out of here. It's gonna be pretty dark. Flying out over the mountains here. I'll have to try flying this route in the daytime sometime, but tried to get out earlier today for those of you who might have seen the earlier attempt at this stream, but the simulator crashed and then we just weren't able to get out until much later. So I was trying to participate in the Friday night ops for Oakland Center, but we'll try again next Friday with whoever's hosting Friday night ops. So now it's basically Saturday morning ops. About 1 a.m. in the morning where I am. Alright, I want to see if this is possible while we're climbing up here. Let me, there's flight 180. Let's go ahead and finish up the climb check now that we're, oops. Now that we're at, alright, let's get the lights off.
Southwest 989, my apologies, it'll be the ILS one left approach.
I have to go check, see, altimeter standard set and landing lights off. I have to go check fleet.
Yeah, so I thought it was an RNAV on 1 left, it's actually RNAV on 1 right. If you want
Let's see if we can view the live stream on the tablet here while we're flying. That would be...
So you want the 1 right approach?
We'll take the ILS 1 left,
that would be really interesting if we can do that. I think we can. Let's try it. VREF Simmer. And look, there we are. Your browser can't play this video. That's funny.
2163 looking for IFR to Los Angeles.
We'll go back to VATSIM here.
942 at ground 59 Alpha. Thank you for your service. Good evening.
Alright, Frontier Flight 2163, so you need a flight. Say again for 2163. You were calling me for something?
Oh, I'm trying to pull up the live map.
Yeah, Frontier 2163 looking for IFR to Los Angeles.
There's still quite a few aircraft in the area. Where are we?
2408.
Yep, that's us right there.
Wind is calm, runway 2 left, clear land.
2 left, clear land, Southwest 940.
Yeah, I guess it was a really busy day in the evening, Oakland Center. But appreciate everything they were doing. Get all the aircraft in and out of there. There was quite a backup earlier at LAX trying to get out, which is quite understandable. Alright, we're just about to our last fix on the departure, so coming up on Hajo and then we go to Castro.
Southwest 4805, radar contact, flight 1350, descend with the Ironman 2 arrival, and landing runway 24 right, expect the RNAV for Zulu approach.
And we'll go back to our managed climb now.
Arrival, and we'll expect runway 24 right, Southwest 4805.
2163, should have it now. I attached the wrong call sign.
Yep, got it here. Thanks. Spread EDC.
Roger.
Well, guess I'll go ahead and get 122.8 standing by because we'll be going over to that here in another few miles.
November 103 on the ground. Good night. Good night. Thanks, flight. Target 1532, descend with Lucky 1, arrival, landing runway 27.
27 via Lucky 1 arrival, thank you. American 1532.
That was so it's 989, left turn left heading 040, cleared to join the local eyes on runway 1 left approach.
Clear Dallas 1 left approach, heading 040, Southwest 989.
Are you taking the approach from Roman?
We'd prefer that.
Right, you can cross Trey at 7,000 feet out of runway 1 left approach.
Trey at 7, Clear Dallas 1 left, Southwest 989.
Get the 350, cross runway 26 right, taxi to parking.
Cross runway 26 right, taxi to parking, Kepler 350.
American 1532, will that be a lock LOC or RNAV?
That'll be RNAV Yankee 27.
RNAV Yankee 27, thank you, American 1532.
Well, like I said, the original plan for this flight was to have full air traffic control coverage the entire way.
JetBlue 5524, descend with O'Shea 2 arrival.
Obviously that did not work out.
The altimeter is currently 2993.
But we'll continue and fly 2 legs in this Airbus A320 by Flight Factor with the new update. I am flying an OpenGL tonight due to using XEnviro. I was hoping to have the snow cover on the mountains visible.
LA Center, Southwest 1824, requesting push onto
this will be a good
Delta with information Lima.
test to see if it can handle
push on Delta approved.
2 legs back to back without restarting the sim, which I think it will be able to. But we'll give it a try.
989, wind 35017, gust 27 on 1 left clear land.
1 left clear to land, Southwest 989.
LA, South 44, 2408, clear runway on right, taxi parking, stand number is 4. Alright, was that for South 2408? Yes sir, cross 2 right, taxi to parking via Alpha, stand 4. Alright, cross 2 right, parking via Alpha, stand 4 for Southwest 440, thanks for the service. Front to flight 2160.
Let's check out where we are using Avatab here. Our maps will give us a fancy street map. There we go. So we're getting pretty close to Bakersfield now. Very cool.
Target 1060, cross Lindy at 5000, cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 27 approach. Cross Lindy at 5000, American 1060. Cleared for the RNAV Yankee 27.
Center Metro 466 Heavy.
466 Heavy.
Already copy outbound clearance to San Francisco, but Lima, negative PDC.
At 466 Heavy, road, expect clearance in about 1 minute.
466.
American 1060 is confirming Lindy at 5000.
Do a quick flyby, watch
yours.
yours.
RNAV Yankee, runway 27 approach.
Cross Lindy at 5000 and clear for RNAV Yankee for 27 approach, American 1060. Air Delta 19, squawking 7156, looking for a starting or descent if possible.
Delta 19, radar contact level 370, descend the rocket to arrival.
Alright, right now we're getting a ground speed of about 414 knots. Bit of a quartering headwind, slowing us down just a little bit. It looks like we're about 60 nautical miles from our planned top of climb. Then shortly thereafter, planned top of descent at Nure. So Nure, if we hadn't heard from air traffic control, we'll try to query them, which I think we might be getting toward Oakland Center at that point. So we'll be on our own since they're offline.
American 1532, what is San Diego's altimeter?
2997.
2997, thank you, American 1532.
Delta 19, expect on the 8th, Burbank altimeter 2998.
10-8, any chance we can get the Stacks 4 visual for runway 15?
Okay, expect the 4 stacks visual runway 15, correct.
Delta 19, expecting 15, thank you.
Delta 5698, radar services are terminated, we can check the good night.
Switching count, Tinicom, thank you for great service. Delta 5698.
LA Center, Havoc 61 Foxtrot, information Lima, IFR to Bravo India Kilo Foxtrot. Havoc 61 Foxtrot, road expect BDC, information Lima. Roger, thanks. Center 4667, clear to San Francisco via December 2 departure, Stoke transition, then as filed, main climb to Sid 18, flight level 320, departures on 125.8, squawk 7147.
Clear San Francisco for December 2 Stoke transition, then file climb via the Sid, except maintain 320, departures with you and 7147 on the squawk Metro 466.
Metro 466, read back correct, just confirm Lima was with you.
Affirmative, I have a Lima Metro 466 heavy.
Alright, call for taxi. 25 right.
Play for taxi and expect, you say 25 right?
Correct.
Copy that, Metro 467.
989, right turn on Mike, cross runway 19 on left, and then stand Charlie 11 via Delta and Golf.
Charlie 11, Delta Golf, cross 19 left, Southwest 989, good.
LA Center, Southwest 1510, request push onto Delta. We also have information Lima.
1510, push on Delta, approved, face east.
Push on Delta, approved, face east, Southwest 1510.
Alright, approximately 3360 kilograms of fuel at Castro.
LA Center, FedEx 1221 Heavy, we'd like to request a visual 25 left, we have the field in sight. FedEx 1221 Heavy, cleared visual bridge from 25 left. Alright, clear visual 25 left. Can we just start, do whatever we want? Do you want us to cancel IFR? No, you can't cancel IFR. It's all under my control. And when you're clear for the visual bridge, you can do pretty much whatever you need to get to the airport. Alright, sounds good. Thanks. FedEx 1221 Heavy.
3850 kilograms. So, or maybe a little below, but we'll see what we are at the top of climb. I think that's us right there, yep. So here we're going to be getting out of Los Angeles Center here pretty soon. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have anybody else flying into Sacramento with us this evening.
American 1532, you need to expedite your descent, so you're still too high.
American 1532, acknowledged.
And American 1532, cross Lindy at 5,000, cleared for the RNAV Yankee, runway 27 approach.
Clear the RNAV at Yankee approach. American 1532.
We're checking our cockpit entry video. It's not available.
Cross Lindy at 5,000.
That's cool though.
Lindy 5,000. American 1532.
Southwest 4805, are you okay to take the RNAV Zulu, runway 24 right approach?
Affirm, Southwest 4805.
I expect that approach.
4805.
United 1956, Oakland's gone offline, radar services terminated, feed shape 3, bye-bye.
Yeah, 1956. Good night. Thanks for the service. Alright. I'll switch over there in a little while.
FedEx 1221 heavy, the wind is 0404, I'm at 25 left clear land.
25 left clear land, FedEx 1221 heavy.
Alright, we're almost 1,000 feet to level off. It's a pretty high climb for this short of a flight. Yeah, we're still here in
Frontier 2163, ready for taxi.
Frontier 2163, runway 1 right, to taxi, we Whiskey Delta, cross of 8 left.
Alright, Whiskey Delta, cross 8 left, 2163. LA Center, Southwest 1824, ready to taxi.
Southwest 1824, runway 24 left, taxi Echo.
Taxi to runway 24 left, via Echo, Southwest 1824. LA Center, good evening, Southwest 4722, flight level 290 with Lima.
That's 4722, good evening, squawk 7142.
7142 in the box, Southwest 4722.
Alright, we're getting awfully close.
61 Fox, I just want to confirm the PDC hasn't been sent yet.
Awfully close to our top of climb here.
You will need to be on the Ocean 9 departure. The Orca is not available after 9 o'clock.
Okay, Ocean 2 is fine for ABEX 61 Fox.
And LA Center, Southwest 1510, ready taxi.
And ABEX 61 Fox, short heavy, send that PDC now.
PDC received, thanks, 61 Fox.
Southwest 1510, runway 24 left.
And out.
Taxi the Echo to follow your
Showing a fuel at 3140 kilograms.
Alright, 24 left, via Echo, follow company.
And we were planned at 69.53 pounds, which translates to 3,153 kilograms. So we're exactly right on with our fuel, which is a good thing. Alright, our RVSM altimeter check. We have all of our altimeters at standard, and you can see they're all pretty much right on with each other. So let's go. That's when we get above flight level 280 that we need to do that RVSM check. Reduce vertical separations minimum. Let's air traffic control put aircraft closer together up at the higher altitudes. Alright, they're starting the snack and drink service in the back.
Sorry about that, Southwest. Starting at 4722. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge.
Alright, turn off the seatbelt sign for a bit.
Credit card.
And I'll make a quick announcement.
4722 radar contact is 5 miles south of Avenal. Descend the downman to arrival. Landing runway 24 right. Expect the RNAV
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ironman 2, expect RNAV
Ladies and
Zulu
gentlemen, Captain
for
speaking
right,
from the flight deck.
4722.
We're at a cruising altitude of 38,000 feet. Seatbelts on is off, so you are free to move about the cabin. However, if you are in your seat, we do ask that you keep your seatbelt securely fastened in case we run into some unexpected turbulence.
1060, wind is
Showing just a few more minutes en route. Looking for an on-time arrival in Sacramento. Once again, thanks for flying with us. Let us know if there's anything we do to make your flight more enjoyable.
Cleared land American 1532.
JetBlue 5424, continue descent on the arrival, cross Minnow at 3000, cleared for the RNAV Zulu, runway 2 left.
Gentlemen, Captain speaking from the flight deck. We're at a cruising altitude of 38,000 feet. Seatbelts on is off, so you are free to move about the cabin. However, if you are in your seat, we do ask that you keep your seatbelt securely fastened in case we run into some unexpected turbulence. Showing just a few more minutes en route. Looking for an on-time arrival in Sacramento. Once again, thanks for flying with us.
JetBlue 5424, continue descend on the aimed on the show shade to arrival, cross Minnow.
Alright, let's go ahead and
cleared for the RNAV Zulu,
start getting set up
approach.
for our approach into Sacramento. We'll be there pretty shortly. So we need to get the destination data in. We use XEnviro here, get the weather briefing at KSMF, Sacramento. Oops, there we go. This looks like the altimeter is 3007. Temperatures at 9 degrees Celsius right now. Winds are 330 at 6. So that's all set. Looks like our V approach speed is at 136. And so I'll hit done. Well, I'll do that. And we'll do a quick briefing now. Up on Ure 3,000 kilograms, and we were showing 64.46 on the pounds. So we're maybe a little more than we were planning, but overall pretty good. Alright, arrival wise, we'll verify this one more time.
Delta 19 flighting 090, cleared for stack visual runway.
So we have Nure,
15 approach.
our top of descent shortly thereafter, 17 miles afterwards.
Cleared for stack visual runway 15 approach. Delta 19.
Airbus flight level 290, Suitor at 280 knots between 26 and 24. Fools at or below flight level 210. Gold at or below flight level 190. Penan 280 knots between flight 190 and 12,000. Oops. Minor 240 knots at or above 900,000. Then we have the Fippen, which is at 210 knots at or above 3,400. Expect the sign instrument approach procedure at that point. And then for the ILS to 35 left in Sacramento, California, Sacramento International, 15th May 2021-3.
Delta 19, the
localizer of 111.1, which should be shown in there soon.
Delta 19, wind count runway 15, cleared land.
Final approach course 348, Hatsu at 1400. ILSDA of 224, so we could set that in the perf page here. 224. And elevation's 27, touchdown zone is 24 on the pressurization page.
Clear to 94 right, Southwest 4805.
Alpha. Delta 19 Los Angeles.
So we're showing 32 feet, so cabin pressurization is set. Looks good.
For some reason, the voice cut out. Runway
It says 4100
15,
to the west, 3100 to the south, 2700. All other quadrants are on Sacramento VOR. We'll make left traffic back around if we do have to go miss. Pattern altitude will be at 1,600 feet. Highest obstacle is a tower, 586 feet down to the southeast of the airport. Looking for a PAPI on the right side. Miles are lighting. We'll see the runway. And after we land,
Southwest 1824, holding short, runway 24
well, let me verify that these legs are right in here.
Sounds 1824 on up to Delray, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
On up to Delray, clear for takeoff, runway 24 left, Southwest 1824.
Alright, so I think we're at our top of descent now. I need to set. First hard altitude is 4,000. 4,000 set, here we go. And let me let the passengers know seatbelt signs back on. I'm gonna, there we go. So on the approach,
Please return to your seat as the seatbelt sign is now on.
Quebec 61 Foxtrot, Southeast Cargo, request taxi. Quebec 61 Foxtrot, heavy runway 25
so it
left,
says a
taxi.
centerline fix at 5 miles out,
Alpha 1
second
Fox,
135 right.
61 Foxtrot.
And
Frontier 2163 airborne climbing through 3000.
2163, radar contact 3,300, climb maintain flight 300.
300, 163.
yep, that'll work. I'll be fine. So let's make sure we get 111.1 tuned in. Make sure we run up on the right runway. I'll go ahead and punch it in there. Yeah, we'll make sure it. So we'll check it out when we're getting closer. Make sure it all matches up. Alright, after we land, that's one thing I didn't brief yet. Go ahead and close some of these out from Los Angeles. Do not need them anymore. So after we land, Sacramento on 35 left, be a right hand turn off Alpha 8, 90 degree, and we are planning to park at, let me pull up the parking spots here.
1510, runway 24 left, line for wait.
2 for left, line up and wait, Southwest 1510.
Verify our Alpha 3 is our parking spot tonight at Sacramento.
1532, stand 24.
So that's going to be all the way down in this southeast corner here.
Bravo, thank you for the help. American 1522.
There are some hot spots. Looks like there's a hotspot 1 and a hotspot 2 as we're taxiing into the ramp here. Let's see what those are. So I'll be on the 10-9 Alpha. Hotspot 1 and hotspot 2. Portions of the ramp not visible to the tower. Aircraft departing the southeast concourse Bravo gate sometimes conflict with inbound aircraft. And pilots use caution at the intersection of taxiway Whiskey, Yankee, Yankee 2. There is concentrated north-south ground vehicle traffic at these taxiway intersections.
61 Foxtrot, Foxtrot 1,
right.
Fully ready for closure.
So we'll do that. We shouldn't be going through both of those really. We'll be taking Yankee, Yankee 2,
left, clear for takeoff,
Yankee 1 down to Alpha 3. Alright, so that's our plan.
Los Angeles Center, Big Straight 976. I heard you're logging off. I'm going into Vegas. I'm North here. Space. You want me to just stay on Unicom for descent?
Yeah, I I think just stay on Unicom for now. I don't think I'll be there when you get in. Alright, Big Stripe 976, we'll go back to Unicom. Have a good night. You too, sure. Southwest 1824, radar contact, the altitude.
We are climbing to 1,400, Southwest 1824.
Southwest 1824, radar contact 1,500, climb maintain, follow 320, cleared direct Lady J now.
Let's do a quick flyby. Watch your ears.
Climb and maintain, flight level 320, direct Lady J, Southwest 1824.
Southwest 1510, on up to Delray, runway 2 full up, clear for takeoff.
I have Delray 2 full up, clear for takeoff, Southwest 1510.
Captain 5524, wind is calm, runway 2 left, clear land. Southwest 4805, hold short, runway 2 full left. Hold short 2 for left, Southwest 4805. Captain 5524, wind calm, runway 2 left, clear land. Southwest 4805, cross number 2 for left, left echo, stand number 9, good day. Left echo, cross number 2 for left, Southwest 4805, good night. Okay.
LA Center, Southwest 1510, crossing 2000 for ADA.
South 5010, radar contact 2200, check.
It looks like we're supposed to be at 280 knots at this upcoming fix.
Variable Squawk 7151 for Southwest 1510.
Quebec 61 Foxtrot 1200 climbing.
Quebec 61 Foxtrot, heavy radar contact 1200, climb maintain, flight 290.
I maintain level 290, Quebec 61 Foxtrot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set 280 in there. Between 260 and 240. Looks like we're gonna be right at the bottom of that window there.
South 1510, radar contact 4000, climb maintain, follow 340, maintain current heading. May just resume the departure as published for now.
Alright, up to 340. Did you want us to maintain current heading or resume departure? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Resume departure as published.
I was resuming departure as published, Southwest 1510.
Medicare 407, heavy Salt Lake Center is offline, radar services terminated, fixed train period, good night.
Over to Unicom, thanks for the service, Orbit 9, bye-bye, Unicom 407.
Southwest 1510, cleared regular Lady J, resume on navigation, climb maintain, follow 340.
Direct Lady J, resume on navigation, Southwest 1510.
Delta 19, taxi barking.
Los Angeles Metro 4667, very taxi.
4667, runway 25 right, taxi, full length via Bravo.
Full length via Bravo, Metro 4667.
Well, some airport right over there. I don't know if that's maybe Fresno or.
That was 1824, radar services are terminated, fixed train period, have a good night.
Air below flight level 210 at
Radar
Fools.
services are terminated, free Shane Grave, good night.
Over to Unicom, Southwest 1824. Thank you for the service. Sorry.
Southwest 1510, radar service at 786, Shane Grave, good night.
Over to Unicom, Southwest 1510, take care.
Layback 61 Foxtrot, I'll be closing up soon. Change to advisory, good night.
Over to advisory, thanks. Layback 61 Foxtrot, good night.
Flight 2163, unfortunately closing up soon. Change to advisory frequency, bye-bye. Frontier Flight 2163, change to advisory frequency now, bye-bye.
How do you come, sir?
Right. Rider 4667, we'll be closing up here. No traffic on the departure runway. Change to advisory, good day.
Metro 46, everything's all louder. You have a good night.
You too. All aircraft on frequency, centers now closed, thanks flying the airline.
Alright, let's double check the weather here in Sacramento. So 3006, 33006 for the winds, 3007 on the altimeter.
13, we have Delta, sir. Thank you. Medevac daycare 759, advise when you have information, Delta.
And we'll be doing low on the auto brakes. Let's go ahead and get the lights on. And alarms, regs. Let's do the approach descent checklist. Approach briefing complete. FMC's radios. Program set for approach. Let me double check and make sure everything looks good with that. I'm not sure that that's actually the course we're looking for. But we'll double check that as we're getting closer. It was supposed to be 111.8. Yeah, 111.1. Yeah, I'm sorry, 111.1. So we'll double check that as we get closer. It should be India Hotel Uniform X-ray for the identifier. Subsea radios program set for approach. ECAM status check. That is now complete. It's showing normal. Egypt was radar, terrain left, radar right. Airspeed will be full flaps. We approach at 136. MD8 is set to 224. Auto brakes set. Altimeter 3006 set. Landing lights on. Separate check complete. And I'm in the back for a second. And ladies and gentlemen, Captain speaking from the flight tech. We are just about 15 minutes from landing in Sacramento. Should have you at the gate about 5 minutes after landing for an on-time arrival this evening. Current weather in Sacramento. Right now we're showing winds out of the north, 10 miles an hour, clear skies. Next mile this evening. We are just about 15 minutes from landing in Sacramento. Should have you at the gate about 5 minutes after landing for an on-time arrival this evening. Current weather in Sacramento.
And then that take us, and then again, you can delete the speed restriction.
And delete speed restriction. Thank you, 590.
So I can get this, hey look, checklist right there. Well, that's nice. Right on the tray. If I can get the tray to go back in. That's gonna be the... Well, I don't even know how I got it to come out. I accidentally clicked something. Where is the click point for this thing? There it is. Alright, good. Let's go back to, let's turn off the dome light. Alright, then we're supposed to be at 240 knots after Penan. Alright, we're coming up on, we had 30 miles out here pretty soon. Alright, we're going to give the flight test bells 10,000 feet. And we need to go back to 240 knots now.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
look at the arrival again here. So 5 pin at or above 3,400 at 210 knots. That's where we're going, right? Someone set in 3,400 now. There we go. 3,400 set. And then we'll be set up for the. Oh, that's 3.5 left. I believe I have the airport in sight. Up off the nose. I'm gonna make an initial traffic call on 122.8. Sacramento International Traffic, United 1956, Airbus A320, 30 miles to the south, inbound to land. Runway 35 left. Any traffic in the area, please advise Sacramento International. No, we actually want to be going to 3.5 left. I don't know why it's. And we're gonna go direct to Hatsu. After piping. 5 left is set, and we need the MDA at, once again, I'm sorry, 224. There we go. And it has us in there, 111.1, iHux, perfect, we're good to go. Let's turn on the LS mode. And we're showing iHux 111.1. Perfect. All right. We'll fly present heading here. And clear for the approach. Arm approach mode. There we go.
Medevac Bay Care 759, contact Oakland Tower 127.2, good night.
127.2, Bay Care 759, good night.
And Steve 10163, thank you for following me on Twitch. Great to have you aboard. Thank you, Steve. Glad that you were able to join us this evening. We'll set down 1,400 now. And we're a little bit high. So we'll continue our descent here. And get slowed down. Let's go gear down. Get our speed brakes out. Now we'll go ahead and arm approach mode. Sacramento traffic, United 1956 Airbus A320, 7 mile final runway 35 left, Sacramento. Flaps 1. And locus captured. Trying to get down to the glide slope. So technically by 1,000 feet above field elevation, we want to be in a stabilized configuration. We want to be gear down, flaps in the landing configuration, and slowing towards our final approach speed, which is 136. I'm going to disconnect the autopilot and we will continue the approach here. So autopilot's coming off. Sacramento traffic, United 1956, 5 mile final, runway 35 left, Sacramento. Right, there we go, glide slope's alive. We're right on the Pappy glide slope there. Just 200 knots.
1,000.
Ups 2. Speed brakes coming back in.
Flaps. Flaps. Too fast. Too fast.
And it looks like we might have to go
Too
around.
high. Too high.
And we're gonna go around here. So set go around thrust. Flaps 1. Positive rate. Gear up. And we're going to go to 1,600 feet. And we're going to come back on the thrust. Keep it at 200 knots. Autopilot on. Sacramento traffic, United 1956, going around, make left traffic for only 35 left, Sacramento. Alright, and we're at climb thrust now. Don't know why it thinks we're not at climb thrust. Auto flight, auto throttle limited, thrust lever removed. There, now we're at climb thrust. Actually disconnected auto throttle, there we go. So I don't know what it's doing. Well, we'll focus on just flying the aircraft here. We're going to be making left traffic back around to 35 left. And flaps set at 1. So the after takeoff check, landing gear is up, flaps are, we're going to leave them set at 1, engine anti-ice is off, EK memos checked, and altimeters are all that set. And we have moved the thrust levers, I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm getting you 3415, descent through 6.3 via the Windsor.
There we go. Now it's at climb.
Skyline 3415, our channel approach, good evening, open altimeter 3013, you're requesting the RNAV Zulu?
Affirmative, RNAV Zulu 30, Skywest 3415.
Skywest 3415, roger, descend via, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 30 approach.
Descend via, cleared RNAV Zulu 30 approach, Skywest 3415.
Sacramento traffic, United 1956. Turn it left downwind, runway 35 left, Sacramento. Alright, here we go, onto our left downwind. And there's never any shame in going around. That's much better than trying to force a landing. We got to where we were just way too high. And that sort of stuff happens especially at night. Late at night. Alright, I'm going to crab us just a little bit out to the west since we have a slight wind out of the northwest pushing us back toward the runway. I'm going to slow our speed down to 180 now. And we'll get in our second notch of flaps. Alright, flaps 2. Nice to see someone who actually knows what they're doing streaming the sim. Oh, thanks Steve 10163. Yep, I appreciate it. And honestly, going around is something you gotta do if it's not stable in one of these transport category aircraft, so don't always get to do that, so nice to get to practice that tonight too. But thanks for the kind words, Steve, appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to plan to intercept the final approach course out here by Hatsu. So if we're looking here at our approach plate, you can see Hatsu is, it's about 3.7 miles from the end of the run, or 4 miles from the end of the runway, so we need to be at about 1,200 feet above the ground level at that point. So that's at approximately 1,300 feet above Sacramento. So we'll plan to start our descent at approximately 700 feet per minute once we're getting close to that base turn at Hatsu. There's the interstate. Now we have the pattern all to ourselves tonight. This place was hopping earlier this evening. Like I said in the description, I originally planned to do this during the middle of the Friday night ops for Oakland, but it didn't quite work out. My sim crashed on me on the way out of LAX, so that was unfortunate. All right, I'm gonna slow us to 160 now. And we'll go gear down, flaps 3. And full flaps. Get ourselves configured. Whoops. Delete. I was trying to turn the heading knob, and we'll turn our base leg Sacramento International Traffic, United 1956, Airbus A320 left base, 35 left, Sacramento. Alright, we'll try this again.
Sky with 3415, contact open tower 127.2, good night.
27.2, Sky 3415 to you.
Alright, check with the cabin again. I think they are, cabin is ready. Okay, good. I would have had the first officer let the flight attendants know what was going on, make a quick announcement that we just had to go around. Alright, we'll turn inbound. And arm approach mode. I'll hand fly from here, autopilot's coming off. And we'll go to approach. Alright, glide slope and loc. Here we go. Slight left
1,000.
crosswind, and we're stable. Let's do the before landing check. Cabin notification complete. Landing gear down. 3 green lights. Spoilers. Let's make sure those are armed. They are. Flaps.
Approaching.
Full.
3, 4 left.
Indicated. Flying up. And missed approach, heading altitude set. Before land check complete. Having to look down at the checklist to try to fly the plane. We got it though. Alright, we'll keep her coming down here. Looking much better this time around. We were just a little unstable that first time in. Never worth bending metal. Try to force a landing. And missed approach altitude is set. We're stable.
400. 100 above. 300. Minimum.
All in sight, landing.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Alright, we're down. Reverser's armed. Hey, knots. So the reversers will take the next right. Coming up on the brakes, manual braking.
3,000 feet remaining.
And we'll get nice and slow for this turn. It's a 90 degree, not a high speed. So make sure we're at 10 knots on our ground speed here. And clear to the right. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time
Likely
is
got the brakes pretty hot there.
12:24 a.m. and it's currently about 48 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now
Alpha
use your
5.
devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a
Pull up
complete
Habitat,
stop
check
and the seatbelt
our
sign is turned off. Remember
airport
to use
diagram.
caution when opening the overhead
Yep,
bins
so there's
and
Alpha
items
5, so
may
we'll take a
have
right
been
turn on
during your
Alpha.
flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
Sacramento traffic, United 1956, clear 35 left, taxiing to the terminal via Alpha 5, Alpha, and Yankee. Going to gate Alpha 3, Sacramento. Alright, and clear right once again. Flaps up. After landing check. This will be the second left. Go through the flows here. Get the radar off so we don't fry anybody on the ground. Get the TCAS system off. Alright, we'll be able to get set up for our little hop over to San Francisco right after this for the second leg this evening. It's going to be pretty late, but we're going to complete our flight as planned. Yeah, that's right, Steve. Let's get to the gate. They need to use the bathroom. Absolutely. Alright, we'll take our turn here. And once we get on this taxiway, I'll look at the after landing check. Let's make sure we're on a straightaway. This is my first time to ever go into Sacramento. That's a decent sized airport, that's for sure. Alright, after landing check, flaps up, spoilers retracted, landing and strobe lights are off. Transponder is on, APU is operating. Put the APU bleeds on now. After landing check complete. Alright, it's a little, maybe a little tricky on this ramp. We have these hot spots coming up. So it looks like I'm actually going to continue Yankee and then we'll go around that island there and make a right turn Yankee 1 all the way down to Alpha 3 where we're parking this evening. So let's keep going forward for a bit. Can maybe make out the island down there. And I should have gotten a new pot of coffee brewing while we were in cruise flight there, but forgot to go in the kitchen and press the button on the Keurig. I don't have any flight attendants here in my sim setup, unfortunately, so gotta make my own coffee. Alright, there's our terminal we'll be going to. And I see the island up ahead, so perfect, that's matching the airport diagram. It's a good thing. It does, sometimes these airports in X-Plane are not completely up to date, or any flight simulator for that matter. There's always a lot of construction going on at these airports in real life. Some more than others, that's for sure. So Steve, 10163, do you play flight sims? Appreciate you tuning in on Twitch. Alright, here's our right turn on to Yankee 1. Now it looks like the brake temps are holding steady, pretty low, good. I was hoping I didn't get too heavy on the brakes as we were coming in toward the end there. Alright. So I'm gonna have to use this chart here to find exactly where Alpha 3 is. So it's down, looks like that might be Alpha 4, then Alpha 5. Alpha 3 is gonna be on that bottom corner down there. So good to know. Let's keep ourselves on these lanes through the ramp. And it certainly is quiet out here at this time of night. Alright. There's Alpha 4, Alpha 5. So where that tug is, that should be Alpha 3. Okay. And this is just the default scenery for Sacramento. It looks pretty good. Alright, here's our line for Alpha 3. I'm going to close out the Avatab, and there's a car driving right in front of us, and a crazy belt loader, and a catering truck. A lot of traffic at this place. Go on, get out of the way. There you go. Alright, good. Let's get on in there before anybody else cuts us off. Turn off the taxi lights so we don't blind the rampers. And here we go. Final approach to Alpha 3. We're finally going to make it to Sacramento after I think I first tried to go here at 6 p.m. Central Time. So many hours ago. Like 8 hours ago. And there's our line with the A320. So here we are, set the parking brake. Get the chocks set. Ground power units connected. And we'll shut down number 2. And we do have the APU operating. Shut down 1. And let me fill out my ACARS report really quickly for United Virtual Airlines, and then we will be ready to continue with our checks. Alright. So I just need to take a quick photo. Looks like there was a little bit of an issue with the ACARS this evening. I think, let me just write down the numbers really quickly. I was out at 6:59Z and at 0832Z, and fuel used was 11.1 thousand pounds. Alright, got it. Turn on the dome light. So we'll make sure we get all these passengers off. Beacon is off, seatbelt signs off. Let's get the jet bridge connected. Hopefully it'll connect here. It might not since it's a default airport. Which that's alright. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll bring up the stairway for the passengers to get off. So stairs, there we go. And passengers can get off that way. Call the fueler. We're going to need the fueler before we head out to San Francisco. And I'll do the rest of the flow here. Turn off the ADIRs. We'll leave the crew supply oxygen on because we're going to be using it. I'm just going to leave the emergency exit lights on for now. If you bleed's good, turn all the fuel pumps off. And turn the transponder back to standby. Alright, let's run through the park and check. Park and brake is set. Pressure's normal. APU is operating. Engine master switch is off. Fuel flow is 0. Transponder standby. Emergency lights, they are on arm. Beacon checked off. Fuel pumps off. Anti-ice off. ACARS and flight ADIRS off. Parking check complete. Well, welcome to Sacramento. We are not done yet with our flight. Let's step out really quickly, and we're gonna do a quick reset. Need to get some paperwork from the gate, and then we will be continuing our travels on to San Francisco and the Bay Area. So stay tuned. I'll be right back once I get the latest paperwork.
370, hold for release.
After the break, we're back in Sacramento, ready to go ahead and start the flight over to San Francisco. Passengers are back boarding the aircraft again. We have our paperwork on board now. Got it printed off at the gate. So dispatchers finished everything for us. This late night flight from Sacramento to San Francisco, United 1956. It's going to be as filed. It's going to be uncontrolled out of here. So we are on the Common Traffic Advisory frequency of 122.80. Squawking 2000. Will be an IFR flight. And we'll go ahead and get everything set in according to our filed route. So we're planning to go up to flight level 190, so I'm going to start by just setting that in our altitude window. So flight level 190, and then let's program in the rest of this cost index. It's looking like it'll be 25 for us today. Cruise flight level, like we said, it's flight level 190. So let's punch that in to the McDo here. So I think we get the wind request in. Use that acronym diff rips in order to program. So start with data. We're just on the init page. Now it's time for the flight plan page. So we'll be taking off runway 35 left out of Sacramento. And as of right now, like I said, our filed route has us direct Thorn and direct Always. We might want to fly a departure out of here. Let's see what we have here, departure wise. So the Froggo off of 35 left, climbing right hand turn, heading 090 as there's assigned for radar vectors to assigned route.
In capital traffic, Southwest 1510 off 10 mile final for runway 35 left, capital traffic.
Foothill 3. That's going way out to the east. That's going out to the east. And the sucked one is going out to the east. So you know what? We'll fly the Froggo 1 departure. And it'll be a 090 heading, and then we'll fly back around to where we're going. So 35 left, Froggo 1, and then it's going to be, like we said, direct, get the fixes here, Thorn. Clear this out, Thorn. Oh no. I didn't type in the entire thing there. Let's see here, Thorn. Then direct Always. Direct Seeds. Direct to Archie. And it's going to be 137 north. And then direct to the airport, which we're going to be planning to land runway 28 right this evening. ILS 28 right. Winds are out of the west-northwest. And approach via Archie. So we'll insert that temporary. So let's look at the flight plan really quickly. Let's make sure everything looks legit. I'm going to take that discontinuity out. And let's just make sure everything's together, which it is, and then we'll showing a distance of 143, 162 is on the release, so that's pretty close. So next we'll move to the R, make sure everything looks good there, and then our init page, zero fuel weight. We should have a takeoff weight of 895 kilograms, so we're showing 62.8 in there. Zero fuel weight matches up, that looks good. Move to the progress page, it's good. Perf page, and our V1 is 132. We have VR and V2 in there. Flaps will be 1 for takeoff today, or this evening, or morning, depending on where you live. And so we should be good to go in that regard. Let's go ahead and do some of our flows really quickly.
Capital traffic, Southwest 1510, clear runway 35, left taxiing to gates. Southwest traffic. I mean, capital traffic.
Alright. Check the consumables. Let's see, 17 or above. We have 19 quarts of oil in each engine. We need at least 17. Oxygen pressure is good. Hydraulic quantities are still in the green. It's good down here. Captain's flows come down here. We've already done all the tests, not the first flight of the day, so we don't have to do as much. Already have the APU running. Pressurization is in auto, and landing elevation looks good. The put the fuel pumps all back on. Don't need to test the fire protection again. There was a fault. Cargo heat, got that reset. And we'll do arm the flight directors. Constraints up. RTO on the auto brakes. Check the oxygen. Do a recall. Auto flight, autopilot off. Yep, that should have happened. It was a good thing. Didn't want the autopilot to stay on. So that's all good. Squawking 2000. Alright, let's go ahead and do our departure briefing really quickly. Have everything set up in the cockpit. We'll start by pulling out our release again from the gate agents. Dispatcher sent over to us. So we're flight 1956 Sacramento to San Francisco. Crew names are all correct. Aircraft is correct. The takeoff weight, we already verified that as being good. Plane gate fuel is 8,539 pounds or 3,900 kilograms, which this Flight Factor A320 has. And we're at 3,800 kilograms, so I might ask the fueler to put a little more fuel on board. Let's do that really quickly. So let's see if he got us up there. He's got us up at 3,900 now, which is good. So we're looking at 3,900 kilograms of fuel for our gate, our ramp fuel. 3675 is our min fuel for takeoff. The weather here, let's get the latest weather courtesy of XEnviro. Winds are 330 to 11, 10 miles clear, 9 for the temperature, -2 for the dew point, 3008 on the altimeters now. We'll get that set. And out in, let's look at the forecast for both Sacramento and San Francisco. Sacramento, it's going to be visual meteorological conditions all evening. Winds out of the northwest 10 knots, +6 miles, broken 25,000 feet. San Francisco forecast for
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would
at
love
our
to
arrival
welcome you
time
aboard our
of winds 290 at
When you
11,
find your
+6
seat,
miles,
please be sure to
clear
place your
skies.
larger carry-on items in the
So
overhead
planning
bin,
28 right for
smaller
our landing.
items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in a front row,
No
please
assist to
place
airmen
all of your items in the overhead bin.
at both of these
If you have any
airports.
trouble finding a location for your
We've already
carry-on
looked at
items,
Sacramento
please
on the
let
way
Flight
in.
Factor know and we would be happy to
Nothing that should affect us
If the
heading out of
overhead
here.
bin is
San
full,
Francisco,
please make sure you close it as a
a plethora
courtesy to
of
other
no assist to
passengers.
airmen, like
Please
every Class
double-check that
Bravo
all your
airport.
items are put away so that the aisle is clear and
Usually
other
so many that
passengers
it's
can make their way to their seats.
kind of
If
dizzying
you're in an
looking at them
emergency
all. Let's
exit
see if there's
row,
anything
please
that
read the exit seating
would be pertinent to us
responsibilities
in
the card
VATSIM
in the seat
tonight
back in
or
front
our
of you.
approach
If
that
you're
we'll
not
be
able
making.
to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be received.
How long's the
Use your
flight
portable electronic
from
devices during the
Sacramento to
boarding
San
process.
Francisco,
We ask
Steve?
that larger electronic devices are stowed once you depart from the gate. Thank you.
Let's look up here. So on this release, it will show you what the actual flight time is once you're in the air. It's estimated at 27 minutes, so a really short flight. And I don't anticipate a lot of traffic tonight. And as far as the notices to airmen go going into San Francisco, nothing that should affect us this evening, it looks like. So excellent. Let's go back to check our taxi route out of here. Oops, there we go. So we're going to runway 35 left for departure. We'll taxi north Yankee 1 and then make a left turn onto Yankee again, left on Alpha all the way down to 35 left. There's a hotspot number 3 there. Let's check that out really quickly. Let's see why they made that a hotspot. So you go to your 20-9 Alpha page. And hotspot number 3, pilots taxiing south on taxiway Alpha sometimes miss the turn onto taxiway Alpha 13, incurring weight and size restricted taxiway Golf 1. Okay. So let's look at that again on the actual plate. So don't continue south there. That could be a problem. So we'll be heads up when we're heading down on Alpha. Make sure we turn at the right place. Once we're on the runway, looking for a heading at 348 and rejected takeoff criteria below 80 knots. We'll abort the takeoff for a variety of reasons. Above 80 knots, we're only going to reject the takeoff if we have an engine fire on the aircraft, or the aircraft is going to not be able to get airborne or stay airborne. Once we're in the air, if we had lost an engine, we'll continue straight out 3,000 feet. Work through the checklist, come back to land. Plenty of runway here at Sacramento to land if we do lose an engine. Planning flaps 1 for takeoff. Let me go ahead and get that over here in the flight first officer's MEC2. V1's 132, VR 134, V2 138 is set. Transition altitude set at flight level 180, which we I think we'll just make it there today. We're going up to 190 for our cruise altitude. And for the clearance, we're squawking 2000 up to our cruise altitude of flight level 190, and it's as filed, which, let me go back here to our actual route. So Steve, 10163, you're on your way to Anchorage. 7 hours 28 minutes. That's a long flight, man. What's are you flying an X-Plane 11, Steve? Alright, and while I wait on your reply, I'm going to check my route here really quickly. Let me get the MEC2 up. Let me get the... We'll go to plan mode here and check, make sure everything's making sense here. So like I said, we have that Frog departure. Nope, you left Anchorage, and yes, X-Plane 11. Okay, yep, you left Anchorage, I see now. getting that late night fog here. So very cool. Yeah, I actually have Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, but I really only use it for general aviation at this point. X-Plane 11 is just the way to go with the transport category aircraft. Look forward to us getting some quality transport category planes in Flight Sim. But till then, probably going to be primarily flying X-Plane 11. Where was I? I wanted to take a look at the departure. So off of runway 35 left on this departure, climbing right turn to a heading of 090. Let me set that in. Yep, I agree with you, Steve. You only fly the Cessna 172 on Flight Sim 2020 and only the 747 on X-Plane. Very cool. Well, on 35 left, we'll make a climb right turn to 090, or as assigned by ATC, which they're not here, and then we'll vector ourselves out to our first fix of Thorn. And then we're going to Hallways. Then Seeds, Archie, and then we're on the approach ILS 28 right into San Francisco. Which legs we're looking at from Archie? We have a mandatory at 7,000 at Archie. Let's make sure that that is set. So altitude constraint here is 7,000. That was not automatically put in here in the database, but we have it in there now. So Archie 7,000. Then Zild at or above 6,000. Gur at or above 5,000. Dumba at or above 4,000. Seppen at or above 3,000. Axmal at or above 1,800, and then the runway. Mist is out to VICU for the hold. Right hand turns, and it's showing inbound course should be 281. Here we go. Alright, that all looks good. Distance of 143 in the FMS, and we were showing 162 on the release. So that all looks good. I think we're all set. Let's go ahead and run through the before start check as far as we can. We're still waiting on the final boarding to finish here with our passengers. So before start check, departure briefing is complete. FMC's radios are program set, verified, ADIRS, nav aligned, hydraulic system set, fuel panel 6 pumps on, crossfeed is closed, fuel quantity 3,840 kilograms, cleared, cross-checked, cabin signs on, hydraulic quantity normal, oil quantity normal, oxygen check complete, auto brakes RTO, altimeter 3008 set, park and brake set, pressure normal, gross weight is checked, airspeed bugs V1 132, VR 134, V2 138 set, engine master switches off, trims 00, and then we're going to be setting it up 0.2 after pushback set, doors standing by, still waiting on the boarding to complete. I think they got the last of the bags in. We'll go ahead and get everything clear on the outside. Fuel truck's done with his business. Boat loaders are done. We're just waiting on the passengers to finish loading, so we'll stand by right there. And it shouldn't be too much longer. So while we wait, I'll play another little tune for us. Enjoy.
So I'm walking
Alright, 1 minute from completing the boarding.
We are ready to go when you are.
Roger.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 1956 with service to San Francisco. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 5 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in full
Alright, flight
upright
attendant
lock
just
position
told
for
us
departure.
that
Cabin
we
crew,
are
prepare cabin for departure.
ready for pushback. So we'll go ahead and verify continue our checklist now. Doors are closed, nav and beacon lights on. Cabin preparation complete. ACARS. Let me make sure that
heavy northbound.
that is initialized here.
3735 heavy, advise ready.
Alright, ACARS is initialized. Force start check complete. Let me turn off the anti-skid nozzle steering before the ground crew hooks up down below. And they should be contacting us very shortly on the intercom.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Roger. You know, the funny thing about this flight, I think it takes longer to get everything prepared than it does to actually fly to between Sacramento and San Francisco. It's one of those flights. I think typically this flight's flown by an RJ from what I saw on the schedules, but I had planned to fly this tonight just to get in the middle of the action with that Friday night ops in Oakland Center, and as you can tell, I've completely missed the action. I'm the only person at this entire airport.
Senior 845 KLAX on call approach, thank you. Advise starting your descent.
Alright, brakes released, cleared to push.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Roger, thank you. Sacramento traffic, United 1956, Airbus A320, pushing from Alpha 3, pushing to start. We'll be departing runway 35 left. Any traffic in the area, please advise Sacramento. Alright, start 1, then 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft,
We're
there
getting a
is
good
lighting
start
on the
so
floor that will
far.
guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires a
Stallion 3735 heavy northbound approach, release departure, clearance void in 5 minutes.
The crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the
Operation
unlikely event
complete.
of a water
Go ahead and set the
a life
parking
vest
brake.
is located
Alright, brakes set, clear to disconnect.
Engine 3735 heavy is release. Release.
Start
Open the
2.
plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into
And I
the
forgot to
mouthpiece
close the
for
cockpit door.
manual inflation. This vest
There we
is
go.
equipped with a whistle and light.
It's
If
like
necessary,
something's
your
not
seat
right
is
down there.
used as a secondary flotation
There we go.
device. Pull the cushion from the seat. Put
Alright,
your arms
clear to
through the
disconnect.
strap
Thanks
and
for
tuck the cushion
the
into your chest.
clear off headset. Thanks for the great
Please securely
push.
stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you.
Tow is disconnected
Read it
and
and let a
bypass
cabin
bin
member
has
know
been
if you have any
removed.
questions.
Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Alright, thanks. Have a great night. Alright, good start on 2. Let's do our quick after start flow here. And let's see, do we get the salute? There's our salute. So anti-skid, nozzle steering back on, RTO's arms, trims. Let's see, we need to get the stab trim up 0.2. That's really low. So let's see if I can get that. There it is. Oop. Really sensitive, 0.2, and go ahead and put the mode selector back to norm, and flaps 1. Dome lights coming off. Here we go. Sacramento traffic, United 1956, Airbus A320 taxiing from Alpha 3 to runway 35 left via Yankee 1, Yankee, and Alpha. Any traffic in the area, please advise Sacramento. Alright, let's check the brakes. So we saw the pressure go down like it should when we turned off the parking brakes, and there we go, we had a good stop, and we'll get going again. So brakes are now checked. Let's check the flight controls really quickly. So full forward, neutral, full aft, neutral, full right, neutral, full left, neutral. And let's check the rudder. Full right, neutral, full left, neutral. Alright. Flight control check is good. And I'll turn the radar on once we get out of the ramp area. We just be out in this area over here just to get clear from the gate and the terminal.
We're ready for departure.
Roger, thank you.
3735 heavy coming in.
Alright, I'll mark them ready for departure. There we go. Yeah, the nice thing about the Airbus A320, there's really not much to do once you get off the gate. It's pretty much set for takeoff once you're leaving. Starting your taxi out. Really nice aircraft. So, Steve, if you're still watching, are you flying the default 747 out of Anchorage this evening? Here comes Yankee 1. And we'll take a left turn onto Yankee. Pull out our airport diagram again. So not the first left turn, but the second left turn. Will take us onto Yankee.
Senior 5 Kilo Alpha, the stock altimeter is 3011, descend and maintain 14,000.
Well, let's do a quick takeoff briefing, really shortly while we're heading out of here. So we're planning toga thrust, 90.9 takeoff. Flaps are set at 1. Speeds are 132, 134, 138 set. Flaps 1 is also in the McDo. Standard abort criteria. If we lose an engine, we're going to fly straight out to 3,000 feet. Work out the checklist, come back to land here at Sacramento. For our departure, we are flying the Frog. What's it called again? The Frogo 1 departure off of 35 left. Climbing right turn, heading 090, which is set up to level 190, and then via radar vectors, we'll be vectoring ourselves out to Thorn.
Oakland Center, 127.905.
That's the plan. And that's our briefing. Highest obstacles we have around here, there we do have the mountains out to the east of us. As you can see, highest point, a whopping 14,204 feet. So we definitely don't want to be going to the east if we're having engine trouble. So that's all I have for the briefing. And once we turn south onto Alpha up here, we'll do the takeoff briefing.
Senior 5 Kilo Alpha, contact approach 127.4. See you soon.
Alright, here we go. Left turn onto Alpha. Slow us down to at least 10 knots. There we go. Say I'm impressed with this default scenery at Sacramento. Love that aspect of X-Plane 11. Well, tonight flying like a cargo pilot. Usually if you're flying a passenger flight, it's this short, this hour of the night, you are running extremely behind, which I guess technically we kind of are. Also mean limited announcements to the passengers. Basically, don't bother them unless you have to. Say hello, say goodbye, that's about it. Alright, now we need to be aware of the making sure we make that right turn up here. We briefed that hot spot before we were heading out. You can see how it'd be really easy to just keep going straight down past the turn off of the runway. So not this right turn, but the next right turn is Alpha 13 where we want to turn. I can see it right up here, but we need to be extra careful that we do turn there. Let me go ahead and do the takeoff config test. do our status check really quickly. And let's do the before takeoff check. Flaps 1 plus F, planned indicating green light, detent. Control check complete, FCU managed speed, heading, engine anti-ice off, engine mode selector normal. Trims, weight, speeds checked, set. FMC's radios program set for departure. Egypt was radar, train left, radar right. Thrust is Toga 90.9. Takeoff configuration normal. ECAM status check complete. Go ahead and get the radar on. TCAS set, TARA. Cabin notification complete, transponder TARA, takeoff memo green, and landing lights, strobe lights are on. For takeoff check complete. Sacramento traffic, United 1956, taking off runway 35 left. We'll be making a right turn 090 via the Frogo 1 departure, Sacramento. And there's Golf 1 where you get into trouble with the overweight taxiing. Alright, here we go onto the runway. 35 left, I'm sorry, 34 left is on the sign. 34 left is verified, it's in the you know what, the sign says 34 left, FMS says 35 left. They must have changed the designation. Let me just double check this really quickly. There's not a 34 left. So they've updated it in real life. So 35 left, that's where we are. And we're looking for a heading of 348 when we line up.
Approaching 3-4 left.
And it's now 3-5 left. Alright, runway 3.
On runway 3-4 left.
And there's our heading at 348, 35 left verified. I have controls, here we go. And set thrust. Man Toga SRS. Nav auto throttle is armed. Airspeed's alive. 90 knots. View on, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. And clear right, there's our right hand turn to 090 for the departure. Set climb thrust. Climb thrust set. Flaps up. After takeoff check. And we're above 2,500. Accelerate now. 250. There's 090 on the departure. And let's go direct to Thorn. And we'll do a quick flyby, watch your ears. autopilot on. You know that after takeoff check, landing gear lever up, flaps up, engine anti-ice off, ECAM memo is checked. And stand by for altimeters. There's that broken layer of clouds up above us at 25,000 feet. XEnviro doing a nice job, as always. Alright, let's zoom out to where we can see our next fix. So there's Thorn. You can see this. We can probably see the whole route. Yep, all in one display. That's just out to 160. It's gonna be a pretty quick turnaround here.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 2,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory.
Yep, there's 10,000.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
And once we level off, we're going to do a really quick briefing. Get the, I'm actually going to go ahead and start setting the, the airport conditions at San Francisco into the McDo here. Everything is going to happen pretty quickly on this flight. So 3013 is going to be the altimeter setting. Temperature is 9. Winds are 270 at 8. And our MDA going to 28 right is 213. Alright, that's all set up. Perfect. And India, Golf, Whiskey, Quebec, 111.7, that all matches. Perfect. And I'm just going to watch what we're doing here because we get to flight 180, I need to make sure we go standard on the altimeters. So I'll monitor our climb, and then once we level off, we'll do a quick brief. Looks like we'll be descending right when we get past, always right here. But as you can see, really quick flight. Quick view from the outside. Alright, there's Thorn. Now we're showing 2,920 kilograms of fuel. And Thorn, we were planning to have 6,327 pounds. So that's 2,869 kilos. So we're right on track. Good news. Alright, coming up on 180. And let's turn our lights off. Alright, altimeter's standard set, landing lights off. After takeoff check complete. 18 for 19. And as you can see, this is going to be really quick turnaround here once we level off. Just waiting on the out. And then we'll brief the approach. There's out. Let's brief the approach. Try seatbelt sign off for just a second just to keep the KLAX app happy. So people can get up. Alright, so San Francisco International 28th December 1811-4 ILS or low runway 28 and oops, like we said, we've already briefed it sort of once. 111.7 is the localizer frequency. It is tuned in already. On approach course of 284 inbound. We're going to be joining the approach from Archie. So from Archie, zoom in here. We get 10 nautical miles in. So Archie at mandatory at 7,000, and then we have Zilid at or above 6,000, Gary at or above 5,000, Dumb at or above 4,000. Seepin at or above 3,000. Let's double check that down here. There we go. Axmol at or above 1,800, and then the runway missed out to VICU with the hold, which we checked earlier. So that all matches up. We go back to arc mode. The glide slope at Axmol should be 1,800 feet. DA is set at 213. Elevation is 13 feet, which pressurization is showing that. Perfect.
Senior 152 Delta Norcal approach, keep stock and altimeter 3011.
Double check this here, the MDA 213, it is set. Perfect. Missed approach, Polish miss, climb to 3,000 on San Francisco, 281 radial to VICU and hold. This approach requires minimum climb of 350 feet per nautical mile to 1900. If unable to meet climb gradient, see ILS slope 28 left. MSA is 3,500 to the west, 4,500 to the southeast, 5,000 to the north of San Francisco VOR.
In a few moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note we only accept credit cards.
Well, that's nice. So they're getting some snacks in the back. Cat 1 ILS, simultaneous approach authorized. Simultaneous operations require use of vertical guidance. Maintain last assigned altitude until established. Highest obstacle is the tower at 3,049 feet. Line up, look for a Pappy on the left, altitude lighting. If we get to land on 28 right hand turn off, probably at Quebec or at Kilo. And we're parking this evening at Foxtrot 15. Which I'm not even sure. I don't see that on here. Let's say we're going to Fox 15. There it is. So if we get Quebec or Kilo, straight into the ramp. And that's our brief. So we can set a mandatory of 7,000 for Archie in. There's 7,000 set, and I'll go ahead and press it in so it's already at the top of descent. Seatbelt sign's coming back on. Alright.
Senior side 2 Delta, contact Travis approach 119er.9er.
I think everybody would be fast asleep in the cabin at this hour of the night. No sleeping allowed up here though. Alright, there's flyable 180, and like we said, the altimeter at San Francisco is 3013. And 3013 approach descent check. We'll be using auto brakes of 1. And let's do a quick status check here. There we go. Approach descent track, approach briefing complete. FMC's radios program set for approach. ECAM status check complete. Egypt was radar, terrain left, radar right. Airspeed, looking at full flaps and the approach of 137 set. MDA set, auto brakes set, altimeter set, landing lights on. Approach descent check complete. And we're 30 nautical miles out. I'll make a call on the comm traffic advisor frequency for San Francisco International. Let's do a quick flyby. It's not pretty quiet on my end. Social levers are relatively low. So let's see, we're at 13,000 feet. We need to cross Archie at 7. That's 6,000 feet to lose. Ground speed of 321. You multiply that by 5, that's around 1,700 feet per minute. We're going at 1,900 feet per minute, so we should make it down there at 7,000 at Archie, no problem. Still have to slow about
We have begun our final
30
descent
knots.
into San Francisco. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any
Should
trash
be at that
one final
250
time.
knot speed
Please
limit at
ensure
10,000
tray
feet.
tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
So we'll keep an eye on it. Well, let's see if anybody's on right now. Looks like there are maybe a couple people at San Francisco. And here we are on our way in. San Francisco International Traffic United 1956 Airbus A320 30 miles to the east, inbound to land 28 right. Any traffic in the area, please advise San Francisco International. Well, we made our presence known. You can see it is starting to get more populous out there, outside the window. Definitely have to do this flight again during the daylight hours when we can check out the scenery. I also have Orbix, Northern California scenery down there, so I'd love to see what it looks like on the way in. But I understand it's pretty dark if you're watching it on a screen at home. So I do apologize for that. Was hoping to fly this during the daylight. Didn't work out. That looks like we need more drag. So we can go to halfway with the speed brake. Let's set our next altitude, our bottom altitude. We're clear for the approach, 1,800. There we go. 1,800 set. I guess maybe that's San Jose over there. Alright, looks like we're going to reach our RG at 7,000, and there it is. Now we're right back on track. Let's retract those speed brakes, get them armed. Airport's in sight for now. Now we'll arm LS mode. And we have the localizer identified. India Golf Whiskey Quebec 111.7, that's what we're showing. PFD, so perfect. Let's do another quick flyby here. Arm approach mode. Whoa, that was a big jolt. Let's try to contain this ignition. Been some big turbulence here. That was probably moderate turbulence. Good thing, hope the flight attendants were seated. Alright, there's Loke. Flight slope's alive. And our final approach fix is with the cross there, Aximal. So I'll try to have us relatively configured by Aximal and slowed. Right, always in sight. San Francisco International traffic, United 1956, 15 mile final, 28 right, San Francisco International. Glass slope. So, gear down. Speed brakes out to help us slow down here. Slippery airplane.
2,500.
Flaps on. And this approach altitude was 3,000. Let me get that set. Approach altitude set. And this plane does not like to slow down. And flaps 2. Gotta be stable. We'll say it's visual approach set by 500 feet. Flaps 3. Full flaps. And landing check. For landing check, cabin notification complete. Landing gear down, 3 green lights. Spoilers armed.
1,000.
Spoilers armed, flaps, full plan, full indicating, missed approach, heading altitude set, land check complete. And autopilot's coming off.
Approaching 28 right.
San Francisco traffic, United 1956, short final 28 right, San Francisco International.
500. 400. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
No insight, landing.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 20, 10, 5.
Green, reversal deployed. Knots. Stone reversers. And we'll exit here.
$5,000 feet remaining.
And let's take a look off the left side. Looks clear. Let's San Francisco traffic, United 1956.
Approaching
128 right, Tango, crossing 28 left, Tango.
San Francisco. The local time is 1:57 a.m. and it's currently about 48 degrees
Slaert, thank you for following on Twitch. Great to have you aboard. Thank you so much, Slaert.
Stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight.
Alright.
Final destination, we thank you for flying
So we're at Tango, and we're going to Foxtrot 15, so we can make a left turn straight in here. So let's do that on the Kilo. San Francisco traffic, United 1956, taxiing Tango Kilo to Foxtrot 15, San Francisco. Alright, flaps up. After landing check. Alright, Foxtrot 15 is going to be one of these gates. Wow, no lights. It's really after hours here, huh? Can't even see where I'm going over there. That's great. Let's get the radar off so we don't zap anybody. And get the... Alright. Let me get this chart out to help me go to the right place. So Foxtrot 15, it's going to be right toward the end here. So that's Foxtrot 22. So Fox 15 is right there. That's where we're parking. So we'll go ahead and start making our turn in. We're clear left. Crazy X-plane ground traffic, they're going to keep doing their thing. Hopefully that guy will wait for us. In real life they certainly would. Thank you so much, Slaert. Yeah, very well done even with the frames. You get my follow. Excellent. I really appreciate that. Alright. And for the after, I'm going to leave the lights on just because you can't see here. So the after landing check, flaps are up, spoilers retracted, landing lights, turbo lights off, transponders on, APU is operating. Landing check complete. Let's get outside. And it looks like we're a little right. Let's turn ourselves back over. And get us back on the line here. There we go. It's going to be a little tricky finding our way to... Where's the A320 line? There's A319, A320. So we'll stop right there. Not this line, but the next one. There we go. Whoops. Need to go forward a couple inches. And there we are. Start park and brake. And dome light coming on. It's gonna get bright. There we go. APU is operating, so we have electrical power. Shutdown 2. Followed by number 1. Alright. Welcome to San Francisco International Airport. Bleeds on here, got that. Beacons coming off, seatbelt signs off. Everybody can start making their way out. Let's get everything configured for them. Get chocks on, ground power on. We don't need fuel. See if the gates will connect with Sam. Not sure if they will. Looks like they will not. So that's alright. We'll just use the stairs again. So stairs are there. We'll call them up and get the guys and gals out to unload the cargo and bags out of the cargo bin. Alright, I'm gonna do my quick shutdown flow here for parking. Get the ADIRs off. Ground control. Turn that off now. crew supply is off. We don't need our taxi light on anymore. Emergency light off. Got all of our fuel pumps off. All 6 of them. Transponder can come off now, and let's run through the parking check. Parking brake is set. APU is operating. Engine master switch is off. Fuel flow is 0. Transponder standby. Emergency lights off. Beacon checked off. Fuel pumps off. Anti-ice off. ACAR's in flight. ADIR's off. Parking check complete. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to San Francisco. I certainly did enjoy this flight. I hope you did too. It was great to have you on board. For now, VREF Simmer signing off, at least this live talking portion. What we're going to do a quick replay session with some music, rewatch that landing. So stay tuned and hope you enjoy it. I'll see you again on another stream Monday night. That's my next stream I'm planning. Stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, VREF Simmer also. Until then, stay safe. See you in the air again soon.
Medevac 810 Bravo Echo and our call approach. The stock and altimeter 3011. Descend to maintain 14,000.
so